Here with Maggie de la Rionda from Thousand Oaks, lifetime best 18:11 at Woodward Park. Here at the 46 ASICS Clovis Invitational, getting us started in very emphatic fashion. Maggie, such a sensible, patient race. You kind of let Alexander Heimbach from Peninsula kind of, push it early. When in the second mile or, in the back half, did you really feel like, hey, this is where I need to kind of, I'm feeling good and this is where I can find my next gear?
Yeah, directly after the first mile, when you go up that hill, kind of down, where it gets a little quiet, kind of no man's land, I decided to kind of take it from here. For me, if I don't take it on pretty early, I kind of get a little bit discouraged. So knowing that she's behind me going up the hills is definitely better than being behind her getting up the hills. And yeah, once I'm in front of her, I just kind of take it from there, make sure I put that gap on there, and if not, just get through the finishing first.
To have 37-second, improvement, and we're only in October. Like, how validating is that? How reassuring is that? That not only you, but the group, which was runner-up by a really close margin behind a very strong Elk Grove team from up north. How validating is it that you and Taylor and the rest of the group are doing the right things?
It's definitely so good. I'm just it's my last year, so trying to show the girls. We have a really young varsity group that it's okay to take things out fast and quick. It's better than coming across the line and wishing I could have gone more or done more. It's definitely super great to come out here in PR. Definitely pretty nervous in the beginning. Always pretty nervous before morning races. So it's just great to have these girls see what it's like to kind of get second and really be in the moment.
Absolutely. But the fact that the conditions are what they are, right? I mean, obviously, not a ton of dirt or dust being kicked up, even with Poman out there operating the lead bike, and obviously like a really manageable temperature. I know it's never easy to probably have to get up at 4 or 5 in the morning and kind of get really get a good warm up in. But just the fact that the racing conditions were so ideal, were you really able to thrive on that in the second half of the race?
Yeah, I mean, running in weather like this, it just doesn't feel like anything much. There's no sweat. Yeah, it definitely was super beneficial up that second mile. It felt like it was more like a tempo almost. So super great to be out here in these conditions. I think it's always super nice during Clovis.
Obviously, you're going to have to get through a postseason gauntlet at Mount Sac, but again, to be 18:11 in October. The Lord willing, health providing, that we see you back here on November 29th as a senior. Did you feel like coming into the race that if it was an honest pace and you were really feeling strong in the second half? Did you feel like something closer to 18 flat was just kind of indicative of the way you've been performing this year?
Yeah, my goal was getting as close to 18 flat as possible. Obviously the last section was a little difficult.
You held it together brilliantly, Maggie. You held it together brilliantly.
I think kind of without that, I would have been able to focus more on finishing stronger.
And in a state race too, again, Lord willing, health providing, that you were here on November 29th, the competition is going to take care of itself, where you don't have, I want you to be among the leaders, but you don't have to do it all by yourself.
Yeah, it's always kind of nerve-wracking to be there yourself, just setting the pace for yourself. So having a bunch of really strong girls is super helpful. Definitely helps me get my goals.
Awesome. Stay healthy. Best of luck going forward. Fantastic effort.
Thank you so much.